Hello, Magic Muses. Welcome back to As Above, So Below Healing Tarot. For those new here, my name is Tiffany. This is going to be a collective reading for all the signs. And welcome to the year of the fire horse. Can't wait to dive into the depths with you guys. So, all right, let's see what's going on here for my collective. All right, Spirit, what is going on for my Tarot collective? We have new moon, yes, and we just had the new moon in Aquarius, and this new moon was all about really setting a blaze to the past and then really igniting your new timeline. So whatever seeds that you have planted with that new moon, really expect things to take flight. We have Neptune and we have Saturn now in Aries. And those are all really big initiatory energies. Aries is a cardinal sign and it's the first sign of the zodiac. And that is all about newness. And we are about to enter into spring on March 20th. So there's a lot of new things that are being born that are really asking for your attention. So we have been through the shedding process with the year of the snake, and we have let go of so many things. Now it's time to implement a new, brand new chapter. So, all right, let's see what else is happening here. Got my Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Spirit, what newness is the collective really bringing about? Okay, we have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. So a lot of you may be tapping into your guides a lot more, feeling more connected with nature, animals, and I'm also getting some of you may be getting new animal spirit guides. New guides may be coming to the forefront for you, or you are starting to embody new energies in your field. And that's kind of how you know that one of your guides has stepped back and a new one has entered the chat. So, and then you have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. And I also get that there's a level of peace and surrender here. So a lot of you are surrendering to a new way of being, a new way of looking at the world. And I think a lot of you have let go of old narratives, of old chapters, or you're not putting so much stock into what people think, or if they have something to say about what you're doing, it doesn't weigh on you as much as it used to. You have intuition here too, and we have the Ankh here, which is the Egyptian symbol for life. So this is trusting your intuition. You've got trust 2 times here, really. And so there's a big level of just surrendering to this new abundant portal that is opening up for you. And then you've got new beginnings at the bottom of the deck. Collective, what are you doing? Put in the comments down below. I'd love to see what you're doing, what your initiation journey is about. But we're going to go deeper here with the tarot and see what's going on. Spirit, what is going on for all of these new energies with the collective? I think a lot of you are getting inspired to take action on things that really matter to you. Our world has been so crazy with everything that's happening, especially in the United States. And there's a big emphasis on standing up for your neighbors and to understand those that are different than you. And even standing up for injustices. That's a really big one that's coming up for a lot of us in America. So if there's new opportunities to serve the collective, I think that you're really going to go down that rabbit hole to make it happen. You've got the Ace of Wands here, collective. Geez, there's so much fire, so much newness on the table. And aces are the initiation. It is the spark. Then you have the Nine of Wands, also fire energy. Spirit, can I get one more here? Or 2. Okay, got Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's so much fire. There's so much creation. And I'm hearing a lot of passion projects that are wanting to take root, to take form. So you have Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands, and you have the Tower. So there's a simultaneous deconstruction happening as you are building this new thing. And fire is all about creation, but also it destroys. So I feel like you are standing up for a radical movement and a radical change. And this Nine of Wands, oftentimes it's read as the wounded warrior, but I also see this as tenacity and don't give up, to continue to shine your light and to move forward in spite of the darkness, because you need this. You need to be the light in the darkness. So by you really setting ablaze this new thing that you're doing, or this new embodiment of who you are, a lot of people are taking note of that, and you are setting a new timeline for yourself. I think you're really stepping into a role of initiator. And with the Tower, this is a level of surrender, and there's also a lot of transformation happening here. So let's go a little deeper, shall we? Spirit, why is the Ace of Wands here for the collective? What is this new energy? What is this newfound energy? 10 of Cups, yeah. So this is like a new world for everybody. This is feeling emotionally safe, emotionally held. This is the happiness card. This is like the end of the cup suit. But you can see that this is like happy home, happy family. There's kids here, but there's a level of like wanting to gain this for yourself, for your family, but also for the people that you love. And this is doing whatever it takes to get there. I'm also getting a big energy of bravery and courage. And perhaps where you have stayed silent in one area, you're now being called to act and to step up. And you're seeing that your voice is having a ripple effect, and it is touching a lot of other people who look up to you. And by you taking that step, it will help inspire other people to also take that step. The aces are also about inspiration, especially fire. It is lighting up the darkness. Spirit, why is this Tower here? Why is this Tower here for the collective? I'm also getting that there's so much that, yeah, that is being shed. And you've got the Three of Swords here with the Tower. So some of you are really looking deep into the heart space, looking into the betrayals, looking into the things that hurt you in the past, but I feel like you're moving on. I get a big moving on energy from this. And it's not like you are, you know, just picking up and going, but you're implementing the lessons that this has really taught you. And in order to move on from something, you have to do the emotional work to get there. And you have fire and you have water here. So that also, to me, equates to temperance. And so I feel like this journey has been happening for quite some time. There's been so many ebbs and flows, ups and downs. But this is recovering from narcissistic abuse. This is also doing deep shadow work, and looking at possibly why you have felt stagnant or why you have felt stuck. And maybe that's why there's so much of this new initiatory energy, because you have been stagnant and still for so long. And now you're like, I'm crawling out of my skin. I have to move. I have to do the things. I feel so much fire in me to get this dream started, to stand up and make a difference in the world. So many people are waking up to the fact that we all have so much individual power. And when our individual powers come together, it makes something beautiful. It makes a radical shift and change. So by you doing the work to understand the emotive lessons, you also have the King of Cups here. This is emotional intelligence. And I think that something has really started to make sense, or a neural pathway is being developed to where you are now understanding and you're looking at the world with more compassion, and you're seeing like, oh, this person has a core wound of abandonment or codependency because they were abandoned, and they're projecting it onto me, something of that nature. Or I have abandonment wounds and I've been projecting onto other people. There's been I almost feel like a veil has been lifted. Something has been lifted from your eyes, to where you can see things more clearly and you can make appropriate moves to heal from that, collective. So that's beautiful. Love that. All right, Spirit, what else is here for my collective? Alrighty, we have Irene, peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out as it should. Yep. So a lot of you are embodying peace and love and understanding. And this is the foundation of what it is that you are. If something is not adding peace to your life, you don't want it. And that's how you are governing your life now. It's accepting that whatever does not add to your peace, whatever does not add to love in your surroundings, you cannot let that enter your field. And this isn't to say that you're being, a jerk about it, but you are standing firm in your boundaries and you are keeping yourself and your family safe. So, yeah. Spirit, what advice is here for the collective? Compassion, yeah. Emotional intelligence, yep. And then you have detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we work too tightly, or we hold too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. And that's what I feel with this Three of Swords here. You're detaching from the pain. You're detaching from the heartbreak, from old past narratives that have kept you in a victim mentality. And that's not to say that what happened wasn't valid or what happened wasn't right, but you are no longer allowing that narrative to keep you stuck, to keep you stagnant, because it's only hurting you. And you are now in this. You are like, I cannot stay in this. I have to move. I have to do something about this because it's eating me up inside. So you are now in a period of peace, collective, and that is absolutely beautiful. So, all right, guys, if this helped, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know what all this newness is. And this may just be new energies of the fire horse, of that like spark, that initiation. That's exactly what this card is. But I would love to hear all of your endeavors. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. And remember, you are the magic. Blessed be. Bye.